The Swan Princess, a tale of love and enchantment. Long ago in the kingdom of Eldoria, an ancient prophecy foretold that a princess of royal blood would be touched by both great light and deep darkness. She would face a trial that no warrior could fight, no king could command, and no riches could buy. Only true love, pure and unwavering, could break the spell that would bind her fate. King Wilhelm and Queen Eleanor, rulers of Eldoria, rejoiced when their daughter Odette was born, unaware that she was the child of the prophecy. She grew into a princess beloved by her people, graceful, intelligent, and full of kindness. To strengthen their alliance with the neighboring kingdom of Brindell, Odette was betrothed to Prince Derek, a noble but headstrong young man. Each summer, Odette and Derek met at the royal lake, where their friendship blossomed. But as they grew older, Odette noticed that Derek admired her beauty more than her heart. She longed for him to see the depth of her soul, not just the surface. Frustrated, she left for home, uncertain if love alone could unite them. Meanwhile, in the shadows of the Forbidden Mountains, the exiled sorcerer Rothbart plotted his revenge. Once a trusted advisor to King Wilhelm, he had been cast out when his dark ambitions were revealed. Obsessed with ruling Eldoria, he uncovered an ancient spell, one that could bend fate itself. With his newfound power, he unleashed his plan. As Odette and her royal entourage journeyed home, his dark forces ambushed them in the night. With a wave of his staff, he transformed Odette into a radiant white swan. He whisked her away to a hidden lake, a place steeped in old magic, where she would remain trapped under his spell. By day, she was a swan, doomed to glide upon the lake's still waters. Only by moonlight could she return to her human form. Rothbart, knowing that only true love could break his curse, offered her a cruel choice: marry him and rule as his queen, or remain trapped forever. But Odette, defiant and strong-willed, refused to yield. Odette soon discovered she was not alone. The lake was home to others who had fallen victim to Rothbart's magic. Maids, nobles, and even knights who had dared to defy him. Among them were Lila, a gentle healer who had once been the kingdom's greatest physician. Bromley, a once proud knight, now a swan, who had vowed to protect Odette. Jean-Pierre, a traveling bard whose voice could charm even the wind. Together they searched for a way to break their curse, hoping for a savior who would believe in their plight. Back in Eldoria, news of Odette's disappearance spread, and King Wilhelm feared the worst. But Derek, tormented by guilt, refused to believe she was gone. He trained relentlessly, preparing to search the kingdom. His mother, Queen Beatrice, who had always harbored doubts about the betrothal, warned him against chasing a mere dream. Guided by visions in his sleep, dreams of a swan with sorrowful eyes, Derek set off on a perilous journey. He traveled through dark forests, battled bandits, and sought answers from mystics and scholars. One evening, he stumbled upon a clearing where a great lake stretched before him. As the moon rose, a magnificent white swan glided across the water. Before his eyes, the swan transformed, and there stood Odette, more radiant than ever. She told him of Rothbart's spell and the conditions to break it. He swore he would publicly declare his love at the royal ball, proving that his heart belonged to her alone. But Rothbart, cunning as ever, had been watching. He summoned his daughter, Odile, a sorceress skilled in illusion. Using dark magic, he transformed Odile into Odette's mirror image. Dressed in a shimmering black gown, she arrived at the ball in Eldoria, beguiling all who saw her. Derek, believing her to be the real Odette, declared his love before the entire court. The moment the words left his lips, Odette, far away at the lake, felt the curse tighten around her like chains. Triumphant, Rothbart revealed his deception, mocking Derek for his foolishness. Realizing his terrible mistake, Derek raced back to the lake. Rothbart awaited him, summoning a storm to stop him. Lightning cracked across the sky as Derek and the sorcerer clashed. But Rothbart's power was immense, and he transformed into a monstrous beast, towering over the prince. Despite the odds, Derek fought with all his might. He struck Rothbart's heart with an enchanted arrow. With a scream, the sorcerer fell, his body consumed by his own dark magic. With his death, the curse shattered. The enchanted lake dissolved, and the captives were freed. Odette, weak but alive, was restored to her true form. As the first light of dawn touched her face, Derek held her close, vowing never to let her go again. Odette and Derek returned to Eldoria, where they were wed in a grand ceremony. Their love, tested by trials and deception, had proven unbreakable. The alliance between Eldoria and Brindell flourished, ensuring peace for generations. As for Odile, without her father's magic, she vanished into the wilderness, her fate unknown. Some say she sought redemption, while others believe she still lingers in the shadows, waiting for her chance to rise again. And so, the legend of the Swan Princess was told for centuries, a tale of love, courage, and the power of a heart that never gives up.